Hi everyone, welcome to Appliance Advisers. I'm Francesco, joined by Dennis. Today we're going to talk about a growing category, induction, but we're going to focus on 48-inch induction professional ranges.
Yeah, kind of an exciting category. We've had people asking for bigger versions of induction ranges, and that's really the growth we've seen as induction continues to take off, just its natural progression into the pro space. So yeah, it's kind of exciting to finally have some options to get customers what they've been asking for.
Definitely, and induction's been around, we always talk about it like this new technology, but it's been around for so long, and really over the last 10 years or so, it's really grown a ton with consumers, and you're starting to see that in a lot of like the cooktops or the smaller ranges, and really over the last couple of years, you're starting to see more professional ranges and 30 and 36-inch ranges. But like I said, now we're really starting to get into that 48-inch space. And not a ton of options, but this is definitely a category that's going to grow. So we're going to talk today about a couple of the ones that are out there, some that are coming, and then maybe some other ways to maybe get a little bit of induction in a 48-inch size. So let's start with AGA.
Yeah, AGA, kind of a newer, not a new pickup for us. Someone that we've had in years past, and it was a kind of an older cooking style where it was on 24 hours a day. And now this brand has continued to evolve. Owned by the Middleby Corporation, which also owns brands like La Cornue and whatnot. So they've really doubled down and reinvested and made things more mainline and mainstream that everyone could enjoy. And certainly their 48-inch AGA Elise, well, they make a 36 as well, but the 48-inch AGA Elise and AGA Mercury. Really same ranges, but two different styles there. AGA Elise, more of a certainly a traditional style. Beautiful 14 colors they come in. It comes in 6 different finishes: a polished brass, a polished chrome, a polished copper, a brushed nickel, a brushed brass, and a black kind of anodized aluminum. And it's a knurled, I love that word. Knurled cross handle.
Yeah, cool looking knobs for sure.
Yeah, good looking, and kind of really gives you some ability to play around. And then the Mercury is a much more traditional, has color options, but not a more traditional, almost a more modern take on a very clean flat line. So there's kind of something for everyone there, I think.
Yeah, cool range too. Really a little unique kind of to maybe what you're used to seeing in that pro range. You got kind of that salamander style broiler built into the top left, the kind of the storage door in the bottom, side swing doors, which are kind of cool too. Yeah. So really a nice, unique looking range. And, when you're seeing it kind of in that color there, a really good price point as well. So I definitely think for someone that's looking for a unique piece, adding some pop of color, wants induction, it's a really nice range to look at.
Yeah, and really what we see there is there's some brands out there. La Conche is one. There's La Cornue. La Cornue certainly has their Cornefes and brands in that suite, but really this AGA hits a sweet spot. So really the brands we think about though in this kind of unique styling is La Cornue. You think of the brand La Conche, there is now AGA. And there was a brand Ilve, which Ilve really pretty much went bankrupt here in the U.S. and has been sheltered. It was kind of a good look without the quality sent from overseas. So this is kind of timely for them to come out. And in the 48-inch, you're sub $10,000 in that $9,000 range, and their 36 is in the $6,000
crazy
range. And you want to talk about making a statement and showing something different and have some really cool cooking. I think it checks the boxes.
Awesome. So the AGAs, those are out now. So now let's jump to maybe a couple that are coming out soon. So let's start with BlueStar.
Yeah, so BlueStar brand we talk about a lot on the podcast. Certainly is an up and coming, not up and coming, it's a heritage line, but really up and coming in terms of its fit, feel, finish has really jumped over the last few years. And they've grown brand category strength. So their refrigeration, a lot of different categories that they didn't have even a few years ago. So really coming more of a complete line. Their 48-inch induction is certainly an example of that, where they've made great pro range. This induction is really cool. And when this 48 comes out, because we've kind of seen the prototype, they've launched already in the 30, and the 30 is an all knob-based unit. And it's fine. When you get to the 48, it's going to bring that interactive screen that they've just come out with that is very easy to use and really kind of, we always say 3 steps to cooking, which is just, on, start, temperature, and start. They really simplified the process. And fit, feel, finish again is there. Over 1,000 RAL colors, 10 different trim options. So really the sky's the limit on kind of what you can do with this. This thing becomes a statement piece.
Yeah, it's really true. Like you said, like literally anything you can do on that. You can send them a chip of a wall in your house. They'll match the color. Like they'll do anything. So truly fully customizable there. And like you said, like while we haven't seen the finished product yet, BlueStar launched that dual fuel range last year with the really nice LCD controls, and that's going to be really kind of the oven in this range.
Absolutely.
And then from what we've seen the top, we're really excited to kind of get that out there. So next one that's coming out, Fisher Paykel, another full 48-inch induction range.
Yeah, Fisher Paykel, a New Zealand-based company. Again, they've been on a push over the last few years, and their 48-inch induction is no exception to that. Again, we think it has a great intuitive design, just kind of hitting our showroom floors now, but really clean. Can go with a lot of different brands, and so if you wanted to even mix, a Sub-Zero or a Thermador refrigerator, and they have their own refrigerators. But the point is, this brand kind of takes on the look of what's around it. And I think it's going to be a player. Its price points, it's reasonable, and really gives you that pro look, that traditional stainless steel pro look.
Definitely, and it's funny because it's like you said, it blends well. So it's that traditional pro look, but maybe it's just a tad muted compared to maybe some of the other pro styles. Really nice. Everyone kind of starting to come out with that 7-inch LCD screen, so they do a nice job there. Cool illuminated controls, tells you when the oven's preheated. So they definitely another good brand, good oven to look at there.
For sure.
So for full 48 inches, that's really kind of all that's out there now. Definitely, I'm sure, way more to come. This is a growing category, but a couple others in 48-inch that if you don't maybe want a full induction, there's definitely some options out there. So like say a Thermador, for example, they make a 48-inch in their Pro Grand Series, 48-inch range, and it will have 6 gas burners with 1 induction zone. So you can kind of add a little flavor of induction in there, but still have your gas.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've seen, I think for some people, they just want to see a flame, and there is that customer. There's other people that want to try induction but don't want to jump all in, and these few ranges we're going to talk about here give you that opportunity. And Thermador's really kind of nailed that one with 6 burners and the single induction burner. And it kind of gives you that ability to dabble. We will say in times past we have absolutely seen people that have maybe previously bought an induction cooktop, or people that have owned induction. I will tell you, most people that give it a try stick with it. Next week, people that have multiple renovations since inductions come out, and they don't go back.
Definitely.
Yeah,
so then you also have Fisher Paykel, which has had, so where they're coming out with the full 48, they've had a 48-inch out there that's 4 burners of gas, and then the other half of it is induction as well. So again, way to kind of go 50-50. And then another brand would be the SKS line, which, really unique. In a 48-inch range, they'll have 4 gas burners, 1 induction zone, and then 1 sous vide zone as well. So definitely a unique range in some ways to kind of, again, dabble a little bit in induction if you're not fully all the way there.
For sure. Just exciting. And I think this is like Fran mentioned, just the beginning of the category growth. And it's exciting to see because there's certainly a demand and interest from the buying consumer. So
awesome. So that's going to do it for 48-inch induction ranges.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for appliance tips and updates from Yale Appliance.
Your feedback is what shapes our series. Like what you saw, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
Stay informed and inspired on all your appliance needs. This is Appliance Advisors signing off.